Could two people from the city start to raise their own meat for about half the year? Hi, my name's Tom. My wife, Chelsea, and I decided 2 years ago to make the crazy move out of the city where we had everything at our disposal within a 10-minute drive to move all the way out to the country where everything we need is now about an hour round trip to get. For us, that was okay. We wanted to make the change and start to grow our own food so we knew where it was coming from, and not only grow our own food, but also to raise our own food as well. We wanted to know how the animals were treated, how they were taken care of, what they ate, and how their living conditions were. We were sick and tired of seeing how these big animal factory operations were being held. We were determined to raise our own meat ourselves. Last year, we did it on a pretty small scale with only about 8 chickens. We raised them in our backyard, but since it was our first time, we had another family help us process them so that we could learn how to get them into our freezer. But this year, we doubled the amount of chickens, getting 16 chickens, and we wanted to make sure that we could do it all ourselves. The first thing we had to do was pick up the 16 chicks from our local post office. From there, we set up our house brooder for all of them, where they would stay for the next 2 to 3 weeks. As soon as their time was up from that brooder, it was time to get them outside into our chicken tractor and onto fresh grass for the very first time. The chicken tractor that we're raising these chicks in, we actually built ourselves. I built one the first time around, and then I wanted to make it a little different this time, so I kind of upgraded it to where we were able to go inside along with pulling it onto grass each and every single day. And then for the next several weeks until they got to about 3 months old, we made sure to come out every single day to make sure they had fresh food and fresh water, make sure that we were pulling them onto a fresh piece of grass so that they were never just sitting in the old spot with no fresh green. They always had fresh pasture, and we made sure that these chicks were given the best possible life they could get all the way up to when they were 3 months old. And that brings us to today, where we're getting everything set up right now. We have everything ready to go over here. Today is usually not really a happy day. I feel like by the end of it, it kind of feels like it, but this part is not. What I gotta do right now, I gotta move these chickens so that this covering right here is facing this way so that they really can't see what's going on. Then we gotta get going. We gotta start working. All right, it's gonna be time to start, and out of respect for the chickens, we aren't gonna show this part, but we'll get through this part kind of fast forward-ish where you don't see anything, and then we'll show you everything else we're doing for them. Said it was like we're down to only 6 chickens in here. It looks so weird. We've actually been doing this in intervals today, processing chickens and having kids at the age of 6, 4, and 2. Makes it a little hard just to do it all at once, especially while you're just starting off. So let's finish the job and let's get it all done. Here we go. All right, guys, we have no more chickens now, officially in the chicken tractor. We just got done cleaning up most of the operation here. This is our biggest operation we've done. We did, I think, was it 4 roosters the other day? But 16 chickens all in one day. Our first time all by ourselves. The good thing about having the pigs is that all the insides and everything we can just dump off to them. Now we have all of our 16 chickens in these coolers here. We're just letting it rest now for a little bit. I think you want to at least do it for 24 hours, and you can do it where we shrink wrap them and put them in the fridge. But what we want to do is try to piece them like chicken legs and breast and then vacuum seal them up so that we can save some freezer space.
Pretend like they were something.
What's on your hands?
I washed them. It's soap and water. We did it.
My body feels 100 years old.
It's a big accomplishment.
Don't do this 8 months pregnant. I don't recommend.
We could have asked for help maybe. But Chelsea's a trooper, and we have officially done, I mean, like I said, I think we did like 4 the other day. This was 16 of them. Basically our first time ever by ourselves other than doing those 4, which we had a really hard time doing compared to today. So big accomplishment, and now it is time to eat and then finish cleaning up outside. The next morning we're coming out to do the morning chores, and it feels so weird to not have any chickens to move in this tractor. You know, it's nice to have one less chore to do, so I'm not gonna complain necessarily about it. It just kind of gives you that empty feeling like you're just missing something that you used to have. So as we said, today's big process is we're gonna start piecing these chickens so that we don't have to just cook a whole chicken every single time. We might keep a few of them whole, but we're gonna see how the piecing goes. All right, it's time to start piecing these chickens together. Chelsea's actually done already about half of them, and now it's my turn to learn. I took the kids out so that she could get some practice, and here we go. Now you guys will see how I do.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
It got a little late last night. We were able to do all the cuts and piece all of the chicken. It wasn't really as bad as what I thought it was going to be. And after we were done, we were able to vacuum seal them all into nice bags. So now you can see everything that we have here in front of us. We wanted to make sure we did this, one, for freezer space. This makes it so much easier to put into your freezer and get more space out of your freezer without having the whole chickens. If we had 16 whole chickens that we raised and tried to fit them into a freezer, it would be madness to try to squeeze them all in. But also what we really liked about this is that when you have 16 whole chickens, that's about 16 times that you're cooking chicken, and then you gotta figure out a way to kind of make that meal spread a few days and how you can use it differently. Where this is 26 different individual packages, so that's gonna give us 26 different meals that we can use, which we absolutely love. Now we are about to get all these into the freezer and probably leave one out so we can do our taste test to see how our homegrown chicken taste. All right. Today is finally the day. It is time to taste our homegrown chicken that we just raised over the last 3 months. Hopefully it's gonna be good. It's time to reap. Did you just drop one of the plates? Here you go. As I was saying, it is time to reap the benefits from the hard work that we put in the last 3 months. We're gonna be eating our chicken, and not only our chicken, we actually have our homegrown green beans as well for this meal. So 2 of the things that we were able to raise and grow ourselves. And we're excited to try it. We've never had this breed of chicken before. All right guys, here we go. Let's get that first taste. Let's see how this chicken is. Now that's some good chicken. It could probably use a little bit of salt, but the taste is really good. Just 2 years ago, I would have never thought that we would be sitting together as a family eating chicken that we raised ourselves on our own dinner plate. And it is just crazy to think that we've gotten to that point. And I am just so happy that we have been able to do this, and I am excited for the future for us and all the things that we're going to be able to provide as a family for ourselves. If you think this is so like far field for you guys and you aren't going to be able to do it, trust me, we would have never thought that this is where we'd be. But if we can do it, I was going to say so can you, and I still mean that, but this caught my eye right here. Sonny. Come on. You can't have chickens in the garden, but I do mean it. If we can do it, you guys can do it also. I'm gonna go put Sunny in the chicken run like she's supposed to be, not in the garden. No. You guys have a great day and a better tomorrow. We'll see you guys in the next one.